Hey
Hello,
Jordy,
Tobias.
how's it going?
Oh, fine. It's a lovely 10 degrees in Sylt. It's half raining, and we are currently having the skippers meeting.
All right. How's the forecast looking today?
Yeah, after the afternoon should be ready for action. I will not talk for like a minute or so, and then after skippers meeting, I'll be back.
All right. We'll leave you to that for a while.
I think we heard enough. Basically, we wait another hour, 11 o'clock next morning, 12 o'clock, first possible start. As you guys can maybe see the conditions, we have the foil, we can go in very light winds, but this is too light still.
All right. So tell us a
So
little
I
bit
will
about the event
maybe,
so far. How's it been? How's the
I
vibe over
mean,
there?
for the event it was good, right? Because we did foil, we did freestyle, we did wave. The single eliminations of the wave and freestyle were done. We did 4 eliminations of the foil. So there was plenty of action. So from the event side, obviously, we're here since 5 days and we did only 1 day of racing.
All right.
We would love to race 5 days, right?
Yeah.
But we know it's here like this. You know, it's a big event. There's more than 200,000 people coming. There is 3 disciplines. You need to make way for each other. And yeah, what I think is maybe nice to do is to show you guys a little bit the place, the event
Yeah,
area,
definitely.
see what's all happening. So as you maybe saw before, here we have the notice board with all our information. We have all the elimination letters from the wave, the freestyle, all of that. Then Ingmar using F4 as well. We have the Orga office, basically all the judges. Oh, another F4 rider, another F4 rider.
Hello, Sarah.
Another one. Another one. We'll
Wow.
come back to you
Whole
on
crew is there.
later with the gear. I will show the place a bit and then not F4 but the fast guy. Just to show you guys, we have this huge tent here. 10 nights a week there's party. But during the day, as you can maybe see, it's like a rider's lounge. We can
Yeah.
chill, we can sit warm, we get sandwiches, food, drinks all day long. Well, this is obviously usually our playground. And then the judges have their tower here. So when they're judging freestyle or wave, they're literally all here and they can easily see the action. Keeping it a little bit easy for us, we have the elimination letters here. And here they keep on updating it all day long. So this is elimination number 5. I'm in the lucky heat number 1. So when we gotta go, it's gonna be first up me.
Yeah.
As you guys maybe know the system, every time the top 4 advance towards the winner and loser final. Another big man here.
Hello there.
We're live on the
Long time no
F4
see.
So, what else we have? We have obviously the podium. The moment winners are announced, all of that. There's some place for the people to sit and get on stage. And then the wave and the freestyle guys have basically behind the dunes a huge tent for all the gear. And in the meantime, we are having all our stuff the whole day on the beach. Not ideal, but yeah, not much to do about it. Current event leader. Say hi, Maciej. Hey, Maciej. Let's see. There are so many famous people here. Then we get to Johan's gear, 18 years old, top 10 at the moment. The guy is absolutely flying. And in the meantime, I have my stuff here. As we had like 3 days without action, I de-rigged again. But here, yeah, all the stuff is soon ready to go again.
Nice. So we hope you're getting some better wins later on today then.
Yeah, like the forecasts are all a little bit different. Wind Finder, Wind Guru, very positive. The local Danish forecast says we have to wait a little longer, but the afternoon should still be fine. Well, so far the Danish are all right. I think there is 2 to 5 knots at the moment, so not even close to raceable. But let's hope. The first races we were all on 9 meters. 9 big front wing, everything as powerful as possible. So it would actually be nice to have a bit of a mix in the results to go out with some smaller stuff today.
Yeah.
7.9, 6.8. Pretty sure we'll be foiling all day long, but yeah, with a bit smaller stuff would be welcome.
Of course.
Is there any questions coming in? Like it's a good opportunity to
Yeah, let's see here. No questions yet from what I
ask
can
us
see.
anything about setups, about events, something.
But we have lots of
you.
people coming, so feel free to shoot your questions in the chat here.
Nice. Sarah, you want to say something?
Hey, Jordy, what's going on?
We are live on the F4 page. We're live.
Hello, Sarah. How's it going?
Live on the live.
She's also doing a live
What are
this
you
stage.
talking about?
Foils, about the foils, showing the event side and talking about foils and asking any or answering any questions. Okay, so
Plugging the plug.
plug in the plug. Yeah, Sarah is here as well. Obviously, she would love to be racing, but she has the social media job here, as the women are not competing. It's just men for the foil division. It's only men for the freestyle, only men for the foil, and men and women for the wave.
Yeah.
And
So we got
I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures, but on Sunday already it was super tough to get out through the shore break. There, it was not high, but you know how it is with the foil. You need to walk in pretty deep, and even a 1 meter swell suddenly is big enough to destroy your stuff. We've seen broken masts, broken battens, broken even front wings where from somebody the front wing hit the sand, the wave came and just broke off. So yeah, it can get hectic here, and I think that's also one of the reasons that the girls don't compete, because when the men who are, let's say, generally quite a bit taller are already struggling to go out, for the girls it would most likely have been impossible. And I think also Sarah Jackson admitted, like, yeah, no, I would not have made it.
So we got a first question here from another F4 rider, Felix. What did you use as foil setup in the first elimination?
So I was on the 620 with the longer fuselage and the 190 back wing. Like I sometimes switch between the 100 fuselage and the 110, let's say. When it's very, very light, it's nice to have the power from the 110. When it's a bit more windy, the 100 is faster. So playing a little bit with the setups there. And then with the 100 fuselage, the moment it's light, I use the 210 back wing. So yeah, but always the 620 front wing. Like with 9 meter, I always use the 620. You simply need that power.
All right, thank you.
And
And
I
we have
think-
another question from, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to say, from what I've seen from the other guys, is that they were using the same setup. So Enyo, Ingmar, Johan, and a couple more guys, I believe.
Right. So next question from Fly the Fin. How much slalom would happen on this event if everybody was only with the fin?
You know, it really all depends on whether the boats can make it out. You know, like that day, I mean, it was sometimes even light on the 9.0 foil, so obviously we would not have raced from the start. I do believe later on the wind picked up and we could have done something, but sure, instead of 4 eliminations, we could maybe have done 1. So I would say on Sunday, yeah, definitely the foil, let's say, saved us. And then in the meantime, like if you look at the weekend, there's 3 strong days coming up where most likely it's going to be impossible to go out with the foil. So yeah, then the fin really comes into play. The only downside here is, will the boats actually be able to make it out? Because the boats are all laying here, and the shore break here is somehow very, very hollow, and therefore tough to get out with the boats. So yeah, with wave and freestyle, they don't need those boats to be out. They are all judging from the beach. So often here, when it comes down to really good, strong fin conditions, we actually cannot even race because everything with the boats are limiting us.
All right. So we got lots of people joining here. So for you guys who just joined, feel free to shoot a question to Jordy here, live from the PWA in Sylt.
Yeah, and
We hear the music is full on.
yeah, it's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is usually the first skippers meeting, first announcements, and there's speakers all over the place. And yeah, music is on from 10 o'clock until 10 o'clock in the evening. It's quite funny how maybe we can walk a little bit more towards that direction again. In the tent, I think from 12 o'clock on, people start to be drunk already.
Oh, really?
we sometimes wonder if they come to watch the windsurfing or they just come for the party. But no, it's a nice mix of people, right? Like it's actually, I believe, one of the few events where you feel appreciated as a windsurfer. Let's say, I remember in some events like Costa Brava where you would literally walk on the beach and they ask you like, what are you guys doing here? It's like, yeah, this is actually like a World Cup. This is like the highest thing we can actually reach, you know. And here, you know, you have like sailor straps. You can get in everywhere. There is special lounges for you. When you come back to the beach, the people congratulate you when you're doing well. You know, like it feels a little bit more. Yeah, you feel more recognized, let's say.
Yeah.
And beside that, yeah, it's here. The event here is for the whole show, let's say. Like Mercedes-Benz is the head sponsor. They are organizing parties, DJs, creating a whole experience for the people. Come on, I surely show them the event side from top, and then we can get you. Let's see from here. So this is basically the big tent along the whole promenade with, again, daily parties, and in the back there is a lot of brands, not windsurfing brands actually, but other brands making promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's fun to go to Johan.
Hello, Johan. How's it going?
Hello. What place you're now in for the event?
7.
7.
So it's quite good start for me.
That's
You
awesome.
gotta get him
Good
into
job.
that top 5.
Yeah. Let's see. The forecast not looking too bad for today. So first possible start at 12.
All right.
Let's see. What setups were you on the first day?
So I was on the 110 with the 620 front wing and 190 back wing. So yeah, just the most powerful setup I have because of the wind was pretty light, especially for the marks close to the shore. So just needed some power.
Yeah, there was some gambling going on. If you jibed on top of the wave, you were fucked basically. And yeah, every single bit of power was needed. And normally we can trust these guys on the forecast, as the Danish forecast is working the best here. Huh? Yeah.
All right, that's good.
But still, maybe fun to mention because the German Cup you were doing here, it was lighter. Like you were 620 would not have been.
Yeah, 620 was not big enough. Could not foil out of one single jibe almost. So it was the 720 would have been better there for sure.
Yeah,
it's funny on the World Cup we have the rule that we race from 5 knots on, but the 5 knots it's a very strong 5 knots. Like it's not actually 5 knots, you know. That's why on the World Cup you really don't need bigger than 620, because I believe maybe Johan agrees that on the straight line the 620 really was big enough, and it was on the edge racing, no?
Yeah, for sure.
And the 720 we would really just need in
like national cups.
National cups where it simply they really go in.
And when you have all the gear you want, you know, you don't need to register anything. So because here we can maximum have 3, so it's
yeah, and it's also, I guess, in Germany the same is when a lot of IQ guys are coming, and they have like a 900 square centimeter front wing. Fuck, it's huge, you know, like it's that's why they go up and down with, no, like at one moment they're reaching you will just fall. But yeah, light guys with such a big front wings, yeah, of course that's lowering the wind limit. Because how heavy are you at the moment?
Like 100-ish.
100-ish. 100-ish. I'm also 98, 99 kilo, you know, so we're big boys, let's say. We're quite big boys.
That's good. So we still have lots of more people joining. So for those of you who just joined, feel free to shoot a question to Jordy and Johan here live from the event. Is there anything else you guys think is fun sharing from what's been going on the past couple of days, even though it's not been too much racing?
Yeah, I mean, again, it was it's hard to find good conditions here for the wave guys, you know. So it was see that they actually scored big time and they could really have a proper competition, you know. Like they a lot of times have some onshore crappy stuff, and they actually had some side shore proper waves. So it was nice. It was nice to see. And beside that, I think for both, yeah, we hope for a lot more action. You know, like 9-0 foil is fun, but obviously to create a winner for an event which is going to count literally 50% of the world tour, I think it's nice when we are on 7-9 foil as well and on 6-8 or whatever, you know, like we're on small stuff too. So really to create an all-round champion.
Tomorrow could also be a possibility for that.
Yes,
looks a bit more promising, stronger.
And the good thing is the weekend actually looks really strong, which is going to make it tough with the waves again. So let's hope that the first bit of strong winds they will actually use for us.
Yeah. Also because the weekend looks like very strong, like 20 knots plus. So
20 knots plus onshore, which is very simple said, not possible with the foil. I mean, the foil brings us a lot, right? Like we can go in the lightest winds, we can go up. But the moment there's a big shore break, I mean, there is a limit, right? And there's no harbor here. Like you would really need to launch from the other side of the island and sail all the way around, which is not really realistic, right? So so that's a bit the downside from this place for foiling. But again, I don't know in the picture, Johan with the stuff on the head and getting like the wave completely in his face. This actually was fun to share. And I think the wave forecast was like 0.7 meter wave.
Yeah,
it was not a big day. And then we're lucky, you know, because we're tall. Like the taller you are, the easier it is. And going out is kind of easy because you can time it. easier, and when you see, you can kind of lift the gear higher. But coming back in, like the masts we are using are like 520, 550. So the moment you are walking already, your sail is still like 5 meters behind you. So the wave can come from the back and still destroy everything, right? But I think I didn't break anything. You also didn't break anything. So I guess yeah, for us it was a successful day. Let's hope we keep that streak. But again, today will not be a problem. There is some mini waves, but really nothing too dramatic.
Before 3, I think the tide is going up, and it could be different. Maybe also the wind will turn more on.
More on, yeah. Yeah, it's no guarantees what the conditions are now for what it will be in the afternoon, obviously.
Yeah.
But again, we don't expect to have too many problems today.
All right. So for the forecasts, how it looks today, what are you guys planning to use for setups?
I mean, what do you think? We'll be on 9 meters again, or
yeah, probably 9 meters at least until like the end of the day.
So most likely similar setups with the 620 front wing, and if we use the short fuselage, the 210. If we use the long one with the 190, because the long fuselage with the 210, I would say is too powerful.
Yeah.
Like when we need that, on the straight line, it's like in the end, it's funny, because on the straight line when you go, you already have quite a bit of power before you can actually go with 8 people around the mark, if you know what I mean. So often we barely fly, and when we know we barely fly, you will never make it with 8 guys around the course. So the moment we go on the straight line, we always have a bit of pressure already, and therefore I'm actually never using the 210 back wing on the long fuselage. It's simply too powerful for the racing we do here. With the 190, you just feel less drag, you feel more speed.
But the 210 can be good for like the 100 fuselage with the 60.
Yeah. So then again, if it is a touch more windy, you can go to the 100 fuselage. With the 210, it's perfect. Like you just feel that the 9 meter, it's a big sail. It's giving some pressure on the foil, and the balance with the 620 and the 210 is then nicer. So when I would say it's consistently a little bit more, and you don't have to struggle so much with the jibes, it's nicer to go to the 100 fuselage with the 210.
All right.
But again, like if we could choose the conditions, we would have probably over 20 knots every day, right? So it's nicer to be on the 420 front wing, full speed, reaching 35 knots.
Yeah. But it's a pretty long event, this one, right? It's on going to, is it sometime next week, right? Or
yeah, it's until Monday. It's a 10-day event.
Yeah.
The only chance for us to go on like the small equipment is if it turns offshore.
Yes. We had that, like in the past, where it was like east winds. They're freezing, but they're perfect for the fall, because they're gusty. It's flat, and that's where there's no shore break. It's a dream. But it doesn't look like we will face anything with other. No. Today, like now, it's side off. It's more side already. So yeah, not. I don't expect we will be on the 420 front wing blasting around. I don't, and I think in the weekend, if it's windy enough for the 420 front wing with the waves here, I think I will take the fin.
Yeah, probably me too.
Yeah, because at first there's shore break, there's breaking waves everywhere on the foil. It's tough. It's very tough. On a flat spot, yeah, probably until 20-25 knots we'll be on foils.
It could be good, I think, because it's it's so choppy out there on the waves. But I think still it's a risk,
Yeah, but you need to have I don't have much time in 2 meters on the foil. Pretty sure we will get to that at one point, no? But at this moment, I think it's too tough still. And again, on spots where you can launch from a harbor, you can kind of go and practice, right? But in Holland, it's not really there. Here, it's also not there. So yeah.
All right. We have another question from Felix here. Do you change the angle of the back wing?
On the 190, yes. The 210 I always use without any spaces. The 190, I'm actually using some plastic I cut by myself because it's so thin. And I changed the rake to plus minus 3 degrees, like 3.1. That seems to be quite a sweet spot for me with the 190 back wing. And it's compared to the front wing. So I have a device where I put the measurement first on the front wing, and then I put it on the back wing and see the difference between the two, and then it comes down on plus minus 3 degrees. So that's what I'm changing. On the 210, not the 210 back wing from the angle it has enough power. If you ask me.
All right. How about you, Johan?
I use like for the 100 fuselage, I also use like almost I think the same angle for the 190 back wing. So I think it's about close to 1 degree more for both 8.0, 7.0, and also actually the 6 on the foil. So yeah.
Yeah, I think on the 420 front wing, when it's like really hammering, I was using a little bit less. Like the moment I feel like my body weight gets pushed too much forward, that's when I know like, okay, I have too much angle.
Yeah.
I want to have a little bit
when
less.
you feel the foil is like crawling.
Yeah. And then the opposite, when you feel like you have to hang backwards all the time to create lift, that's actually when you know you don't have enough back wing angle.
All right. Thanks a lot. Felix giving his thumbs up here, appreciating your answer.
Nice.
So we're running out of time here shortly. Is there anything else you guys want to mention from Sylt today?
No, well, we'll try to make you guys proud in the afternoon. We'll do our best.
We'll hold our fingers crossed for the forecast to pick up for you guys.
Exactly. We'll keep you guys posted on our own channels. We'll make sure that maybe on the F4 page we can share some nice pictures to get a feel of the conditions we have right here. And then we hope we can show you guys some good results.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot for showing us around today. Really appreciate it. And we'll keep following from a distance here, and we'll see. Maybe we can catch up and do another live later on if the forecast allows. But let's hope you guys get some wind instead, so you can go racing.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, and then we'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Have a good day.
Ciao, you too.
Ciao.